Hi there, my name is Sean with Watson Buys, and I wanted just to talk to you really quickly about a little survey that we conducted. We were very interested to understand if proximity to light rail in Denver increased the value of a house. We were interested in this because we buy houses in Denver. We're one of those cash home buyers. So it could influence the decisions that we made in future property purchases. We decided to share this because, we thought it would be useful for lots of people. Homeowners looking to purchase a house, or other investors, or even out-of-state investors looking for rental investments. This will give you a little insight into what's happening in Denver. Now, of course, take it with a grain of salt. This isn't a massive study, but it certainly gave us some food for thought. So what we studied was, or what we titled our article was, Survey Reveals Light Rail and COVID-19 Impact on Denver Single-Family Homes. It's the start of 2021, so COVID obviously is on many of our minds. But in short, what we found was if a house was in 4 city blocks of a light rail station compared to a house that was outside the 4 city blocks, there was a increase in property appreciation over a 5-year period. So in short, houses that were within 4 blocks did increase more. Now, the increase as measured over 5 years was 56.96% appreciation for houses that were close to the stations, and a 51.53% value appreciation for homes that were outside of that 4 city blocks. Now, when measured for, or calculated for, statistical significance, there was none. So what can we conclude from that? Well, our numbers said that there was a 5% increase, or 5% more increase for homes that were close, but no statistical significance. This leads us to still believe, or want to believe, that buying property near light rail is good for an investment. Other cities that have conducted this have had mixed results. New York, San Francisco, cities like this found that the closer you were to a rail station, there definitely was obvious value in being so. Sacramento was one I can think of off the top of my head, was a city that found no significance when you lived closer to a train station, or no significance in property appreciation. We've spoke to a few of our friends, associates, and thought about this ourselves, and something that stands out was the traffic situation in places like San Francisco and New York. There's a lot more congestion compared to, Sacramento, and despite what people in Denver want to think, our traffic's not that bad. In other cities, people regularly travel more than an hour for 10 miles. An hour drive in Denver, you got to be pretty far out. So our thoughts maybe is currently, because we don't have that same traffic issue, we don't see that same value being perceived by people to be able to ride on light rail, and therefore there's not that same demand to buy houses. Now, Colorado, the population is expected to grow by 30% over the next 20 years. Lion's share of that is going to be on the Front Range, Denver, Fort Collins, Colorado Springs. So as that population grows, congestion grows, demand for light rail grow, and we may see a more significant, or a statistically significant change or increase in the value of properties close to rail. And for that reason, we're certainly very interested still to buy near light rail. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Hope you enjoy the read, and please be sure to share this, and please be sure to comment. Thanks. Bye.